The Arcturian Group, August 17, 2014. By Marilyn Raphael. Website, onenessofall.com. Dear ones, again we greet you at this time of accelerating light energy on Earth. Much higher dimensional energy is flowing and being received by all who are receptive. Many still refuse to acknowledge and accept the gifts of spirit being offered at this time, but that is the blessing of free will, for no one need do anything if they choose not to. All who are open and receptive are now experiencing the increasingly intense light energies physically, emotionally, and mentally. It is a powerful time to be on Earth, and many who wish to be here stepped aside for those who could carry and add more light to the evolution of mankind. We are aware of the anger and frustration many feel with regard to current worldwide situations. Be patient, dear ones. For every awareness with regard to some world issue indicates light shining into some shadowy corridor of the third dimension. Many of the issues now coming to light all over the world are not new issues as they may seem, but have been hidden, denied, and thus perpetuated generation after generation by an unevolved society, as well as by those who realized that their self-serving interests would be affected by change. Exposure brings about change. For as mankind becomes aware of what has been going on behind the scenes, it begins to realize the necessity for change. When enough people demand it, new laws will begin to be passed that reflect a public awareness based in reliable and true information, while giving no credence to the protestations of those who find security in what is old and finished. Practice seeing painful world events with new and spiritually aware eyes. As wake-up calls for universal change. Recognize these things to be the illusory manifestations of a dense and unawakened three-dimensional consciousness. There is an element that wants to start wars and continually feed the energy of fear to the world for their own self-serving reasons. Be aware, and do not allow yourselves to enter into their games, for fear is the energy that feeds the dark on all levels. Fear is the root of all problems within the third dimension. All worry, anger, frustration, disease, etc., has at its root the energy of fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of things not working in the way one is being led to believe they must, fear of lack and limitation, fear of pain, fear of death, fear of certain life experiences, etc. Fear is the belief in separation and is the bottom line of every human issue, serving to create and maintain all third-dimensional problems and difficulties. When you find yourself concerned about something, be it large or small, ask yourself, what exactly am I afraid of? What am I believing that is making me feel this way? Be very honest with yourselves, not allowing the ego to immediately voice some concept the world has given you regarding your particular fear. When done sincerely, this practice will zero in on whatever concepts and beliefs you may still be holding, allowing you to acknowledge and then clear them. Individuals usually need not be consciously aware of the source of their deeper buried fears. For example, lifelong fears of heights, water, animals, etc. If this information is necessary in order to clear it, it will be given, in dreams, through a spiritual teacher channel, or in whatever form may be needed. Do not actively seek to revisit these experiences simply for curiosity's sake, for this can add energy to that which you are trying to clear. The job of the spiritual student is to state his intention verbally or silently to clear all old and finished energies from his energy field. With this intention will come whatever help and awareness may be needed. Remember always that you are powerful beings of light, and your words, thoughts, and intentions serve to create. The deeper fears are usually rooted in past life experiences, but until an individual spiritually awakens, new ones continue to blossom as a result of the teachings and influence of a universal impersonal world consciousness containing all human beliefs. Always remember that any fear issues you may discover are never personal, are never really yours. Fear is imposed upon the unawakened consciousness from the consensus beliefs of separation and duality. These beliefs are always available in human consciousness to be accepted or not. The choice is yours. Evolution is the dissolving of these false energies, replacing them with truth, which then manifests outwardly in higher and truer forms. The real you consists only of divine consciousness and contains all that is embodied within divine consciousness. Your realization of your oneness with divine consciousness automatically constitutes your oneness with every divine idea as well as with the spiritual reality of every living thing. However, this realization must become your state of consciousness and cannot be just intellectual knowledge. This is the journey. When you realize that something is not true, why hold on to it? Ask yourselves that. Too many still view spirituality as nice ideas limited to an hour on Sunday, but impractical for everyday living. It is time for all those serious about spiritual evolution and ascension to walk the walk, and to cease just talking the talk. Those who confine their spirituality to some Sunday morning service are going to find that they make very little real spiritual progress and remain enmeshed in outdated concepts and beliefs. If you seek to come into the actual realization that you are all the things you have been seeking, then you must realize that the saints and holy ones of the past as well as the present are no different from you. It is only that they know who they are, they remember. That is the only difference. Now it is time for you to remember, living out from and being all that you truly are. No more victimization, no more feeling sorry for your plight in life, no more whining. It is time, dear ones, it is time. We are the Arcturian Group. Copyright 2014, onenesofall.com.